Feeling nervous about the current real estate market conditions? Well, you're not alone. But how would you like to know with absolute certainty if you're on the right track and you're gonna make it in real estate? Well, I'm gonna tell you just how in this video. Hi, I'm Mikesh, and on this channel, I share proven strategies on how to scale your real estate business and become a top producer in your market. Over the past 20 years, I've seen a lot of agents come and go in this industry. But there's 5 specific characteristics that I've seen over and over again of those agents that make it and make it big. The number one thing they do is they time block a critical activity, and you have to time block at least 3 to 5 hours per week of prospecting time to cultivate new business. I recommend that you read Fanatical Prospecting by Jeb Blount. It's an unbelievable book that will get your mindset and your head around what does prospecting really look like and how could you prospect consistently and develop a strategy around prospecting. I'll put a link to that book below, and also I'm gonna put a link to the MIT lead response study that was provided by my friends over at Commissions Inc. This is gonna tell you what are the best times in order to prospect so that you can really be strategic with the use of your time. Not just prospecting when you feel like it, which quite frankly, guys, let's be honest, is probably not very often, if ever. But if you're going to do the critical activities anyway, let's pick the times that are gonna be most valuable to you. And that link will provide you with that information. Number 2, you have to work from and update your database religiously. Now, the cool thing about a database is it doesn't have to be complicated, guys, and it can be very low cost or no cost. I recommend, and I'll put a link in the description below, Wise Agent if you're looking for a very budget-friendly CRM system. This is gonna run you about $30 a month, and it's the system I used when I was just getting started. But I always said, like, if I was trying to keep all the things that I needed to do to be good at follow-up and prospecting and maintaining my clients and moving them through the sales cycle, if I had to keep track of all of that for all the people in my head, it would be like complete chaos. And you would absolutely be on all the time, 24 hours a day. And that's really no way to be as a human, and you're gonna find that you're gonna burn out quickly if you do that. But if you use a CRM system properly, you can set the next task immediately upon completing that activity, and it will tell you what you need to do. So when I was growing and scaling my real estate business, I had a lot going on, and I started to get clients because I started to do the right things that my coach was telling me to do. And when I got in the office, I just had to open it up and it would tell me exactly what to do. And I believe Wise Agent is a very good CRM and one that will help you get going if you're just getting started. Now, if you've been at this for a while and you have a database and you're looking to go to that next level, maybe because your business is scaling or you want to start a team, then I would recommend something a little bit more sophisticated and advanced, something that's going to combine your CRM activities and your lead generation into one platform. And for that, I recommend Commissions Inc. That's the platform that I use for over 10 years to grow and scale my real estate team and my business. The third thing that they do is they generate a minimum of 30 to 50 unique leads per month. Now, there's multiple different ways that you can get these leads. They can be something free, where you're out there and you're going to networking opportunities and you're gathering names and making new contacts and you're putting them in your database when you get home. They could be open houses that you could do for yourself or for other people if you don't have any listings, and you could be adding new contacts of potential buyers to your database. Or it could be your sphere of influence, people that you already know, people that know you, people that you're letting them know, hey, I'm in real estate, I'm here to help you, I'm here to serve you, and here's how I can do that. Make it easy for people to do business with you. But it can also be low cost leads too. These are leads like Google pay-per-click leads that tend to have a very low cost, but also with that lower cost comes lower quality. So if you've ever heard people say, oh, internet leads don't work, well, it's probably because they have a misunderstanding of how they are and what they are. See, with internet leads, you can expect a lead conversion rate of approximately 1%. With very few exceptions, you might see 2%, 3%, and in some cases 4%, but usually when I dig into those leads, I find that there's some, misinformation or some over-exaggeration of how much those are actually converting. A general rule of thumb is 1%, meaning 100 leads are gonna lead to 1 transaction in the next 30 to 90 days. And these are very low cost, and if that's where you're started, just understand this. As you progress through your real estate career, in the beginning, you're gonna have to do more work to get the result. And as you scale your results, you'll be able to spend more money to get results faster, whether that's on higher quality lead sources, whether that's on people leverage that are helping you do the things that you need to do. But that's generally how things move. You're gonna put more work in the beginning, and you're gonna have less money to spend, so it's gonna have to be lower cost as you scale your business to where you can start to build in those pillars of leverage. And then the last type of lead is going to be more expensive leads. These are going to be leads like Realtor.com leads or Zillow leads. They're going to convert, typically 1 out of every 20 leads on a platform like that are going to convert to a sale within 90 days. However, you're going to find that they're much, much more expensive than your Google pay-per-click leads that you can drive to your CRM. Number 4, and very important, guys, they focus on 3 to 5 lead generation pillars, and they become world-class at those lead generation pillars. Instead of focusing on 6 or more things, what we always say is, look, if you're gonna try to do a million different things, you're probably gonna be at best generally good at any of them. But if you want to be world-class and get world-class results, you're gonna have to focus, and you're gonna have to pick 3 to 5. 3 to 5 that I like are this. I like expired leads right now. I think we're coming into a new market where there haven't been a lot of expired leads, and they're starting to become more plentiful. And I just like the consistency of working expired leads, because it's gonna help you get really good at listings. It's also gonna help you price properties right and get really good at the CRM aspect of the listing appointment, as well as the listing appointment, because a lot of times you're working with clients who are frustrated with real estate agents. They've been down this path with somebody before, they were overpromised and underdelivered, and now they're sitting across the table like, what can you do for me? So I built my business in the beginning days largely on a foundation of expired prospecting, and I feel like it really helped me cut my teeth and hone my craft. And I really recommend this pillar if you're just getting started or if you're recommitting to your success. I think this is going to be an opportunity for the next 12 to 24 months to really get ahead of the crowd and start to develop this as one of your business pillars. I also love database prospecting, because if I look at somebody who's been in the business for a long period of time and has achieved success at a high level, very often what you'll find is that they have a very strong database prospecting strategy in their business. Because after all, once you earn these clients' trust and you work with them, why would you not want to continue to work with somebody that already knows, likes, and trusts you? This is going to be a great source of business for future business. It's going to be a great source of referrals. And I just think that when you really think about what your career looks like over decades, you're going to want to have a strong database strategy. So this would be something that I would definitely recommend that you go deep on, and we'll be doing future videos on what we did to go deep on our database with client events and touches and just how we service them long after the sale. And then the third strategy that I would recommend Google pay-per-click, and here's why. A lot of people think that they aren't good leads or they don't work, and I really think if you're gonna develop a discipline and you're gonna go deep on something, this should be one of your pillars, because you can always generate these leads in any market. And a lot of these systems and tools that are out there are gonna help do that for you. And you're just gonna have to get really good at lead conversion. And I like the idea and the discipline of getting really good at lead conversion, because you can translate that discipline to any of the other lead generation pillars. So if you decide, hey, I wanna go and do Zillow leads, or I wanna do Realtor.com leads, those are much more expensive lead sources. And if you start out on those lead sources before developing a discipline of really monitoring and managing what your lead conversion process looks like, you're gonna find that you're gonna spend and waste a lot of money. So if you're listening to this video and you're new and you really wanna set yourself up for success, get really good at Google pay-per-click leads, because once you're good at those, you're gonna develop a buyer system that's gonna serve you throughout your career in any other pillar you go into. And the last thing that I see, number 5, of agents that make it in real estate and make it big, is that they provide amazing service and they generate referrals. We call this raving fans. Raving fans are gonna be the lifeblood of your business, because you're gonna go build an army of people that you serve that are gonna serve you by repeat clients, by giving you referrals, and you should be focused on every transaction and creating a raving fan. Now, the reality, guys, is not everybody's going to become a raving fan, but I think sometimes we let that situation or that circumstance get the best of us and we give up. I've generated a lot of raving fans over my career with people that, quite frankly, in the moment didn't have a great experience, but it's what we did after that experience that created them a raving fan. We own the mistake we made. We own the experience that wasn't best for whatever reason that may have been outside of our control. But then we took control of the controllables and we did what we could do, and we earned that trust and that respect of that client and turned them into a raving fan after the actual real estate sale took place. So, all of this is going to come back to the strategies we talked about with how you're converting leads, how you're generating leads, how you're maintaining your database. So when all of these things come together, it makes the super agent. And if you're right now saying, okay, I'm doing a couple of these things, you're probably having some success, but you're not having the success that you desire. But if you're doing at least 3 of the things that I mentioned right now consistently, you're probably seeing consistent uptick in your business, consistent growth, and you're on your way to becoming a top agent. And if you're doing all 5 of these things exceptionally well, world class, then I don't even know why you're watching this, because you're probably killing it. You're either a top producer in your marketplace or you're becoming a top producer. Or you're watching this as a team leader and you're saying, what do I have to do to really support and provide the best value for my agents? You've got to get your agents to develop these 5 disciplines. And if you do, they're gonna thrive in any market regardless of the circumstances. If you got value from this video, please do me a favor and hit the like button and subscribe so that you get notified when we release more great content like this. And if you're interested in learning about ways in which we can partner together to grow your sales business or that of your team, please hit the button below to schedule a free strategy call with me today. Thanks so much for watching and make it a great day.